able to see, but I'm headed to go rake hay. I haven't got my third cut knocked down yet. I'm like way late doing that, like a week late now. But I've got some hay to bale for my friend. He called yesterday and said, "Did you check that for me or not?" And I'm like, "Well, was it supposed to be ready?" And when I went to go check it, it was ready. But we had a crazy wind last night, so I don't know whether there's going to be anything left in a swath, or, well, if I would have raked it yesterday, there wouldn't be anything left now. We had just crazy winds, so we've been sitting in smoke like a lot of other people. All that Montana smoke come up here. We had BC smoke for a long time, so it's okay. We'll take it all, I guess. I feel bad for the people that are going through that closer. I mean, we can deal with some smoke and some asthma problems, but at least we haven't lost any of our livestock or our grazing or our hay supply. Looks like there's a guy coming down the road. I don't know why he's out there at 4:30 in the morning. Who would like to be out here at 4:30 in the morning? Anyhow, I'll bring you out in the daylight and show you a few things, so hang in there and we'll show you more. Hey guys, man, I feel like a freaking movie star. I got the lights on me. I don't know, I'll let you look behind me. I guess I'll get out of the light for a second and you can see it's dark, but anyhow, see what I can keep in there. I know, this is some beautiful, beautiful hay. Anyhow, I was gonna try to, I don't know what you'll be able to see. I'm gonna put you down so I can see if you can hear this. So I don't know if you'll be able to hear that. So it's about 5 in the morning now, and now you can put your sunrise. See the sun's coming up. So you can hear, I don't know if you heard, but the hay's crunchy yet tough. Like I'm not losing leaves. I don't know. I must be making stupid faces trying to crunch hay with one hand. Anyhow, ignore my stupid face if I'm making it while I'm trying to crunch hay stems to show you that it's not too soggy wet. Usually this time of year we get a dew and you can barely get things to go. Like, you know, you don't go rake hay until 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, and bale at 10 or something, and then, but we've been in the mid 30s Celsius, so kind of mid 90s Fahrenheit, you know, most of the summer it seems like. But so like I said, this hay I didn't think was even going to be dry yet, and I did a little Sunday drive yesterday, and oh my heavens, it was dry. And like I said, I don't know what you'll be able to see. Maybe I'll go against this. Anyhow, I'll show you in the daylight. Where I'm at right now, like this is that flood irrigated land where it's rougher than hell, and it's not a big yield. But flood irrigating is the cheapest way to irrigate, but it's the most inefficient way to irrigate. So in Alberta, within our irrigation districts anyhow, like we can get an allotment of how many inches of water we can use, but when you flood irrigate, you put on way more water, and there's a lot of, you know, you can't really waste water in per se of, like, you don't destroy water. It's environmentally friendly in that way, but once the water goes to the drain ditch, if there's not a way to bring it back into irrigation, then it's wasted for irrigating. And so with the pivot, you can put on an inch of water, you know, every 2 days or whatever you're set your pivot on, or however fast you can put water on. But when you flood irrigate, you use so much water to get across the land, and you know, sometimes your water runs faster, and depends what your soil's like. Right now, I think he was doing 24-hour sets on his water because it was so dry. The water would just oh, I'm getting my hand in the way. The water would just soak right up. So you're only you get so many days of watering, basically, is how they allot it. Like with my pivot, I think I got I don't know what I had this year. Anyhow, I'm doing okay. I've put on, must be 18 inches of water, but my 18 inches of water is you know, with evaporation you lose some, but I've been a lot more efficient than like my friend. He put on probably 20 inches of water, or maybe 2 feet of water, but he hasn't got the benefit of it all because of, you know, how like you shut off your water, and that doesn't mean that you don't have 6 hours that your water runs off the saturated land and into the drain ditch. So like I said, there's a reason we left flood irrigation. So anyhow, time to get my butt in gear and keep going. So hang on for some more, and I can tell by my views on my baling straw, people got tired of it. So, but I don't, it's what I'm doing, so it's what you get to see. So unless I do something really cool, this is what I do. It's not a glamorous life, but it's mine. So take care, see you in a bit. Well, you can see we're baling. The hay rigged up really nice. Oh man, I gotta wash these windows. At the far side there, they've been small square baling, and Wyatt got roped into being a bale loader up dude. Maybe isn't the happiest about it, but he gets to do it anyway. But he'll use this hay when he shows cattle. So he gets to go work for it. So anyhow, it is beautiful, beautiful hay. Rough as snot to drive here, but it's beautiful hay. Some lighter swaths over here. The middle was really nice. It had more alfalfa in it, and then it was nicer. And here there is some volume out to the middle, but both ends are a little light. But like I said, the far side is straight grass, and it's pretty fine stemmed and beautiful stuff. So but you can see I'm losing some leaves. It's 11, or I guess it's 20 to 12 right now. I got done raking at 10 o'clock, and then I had to run home, put the baler on, and by that time the small square guys were here baling. I tell you, I'd like to have 1,000 of these little bales for cabin time and stuff like that. But I won't get to worry about that. Like I said, Wyatt will have some when he goes show cattle, and that's important too. Anyhow, like I said, pretty nice stuff. So, but it really, I was able to rake it all up while there was still some moisture in it. It's very good quality stuff. You can see there's a little bit of breeze blowing a few stems here and there. So I won't get it all baled today because I just can't do two things at once. If I could have been baling earlier, I might get it all today, but I won't. So, but I'm gonna chop corn silage pretty soon. We're gonna cut it ourselves, but got looking at the chopper, and the knives are wore out, and the cutter bar or the shear bar is out of adjustment, and so I think we're gonna have the custom chopper come in and chop it, and then we only have to chop silage one day and it's all done. Well, if you look at this stubble, you can see there's a color difference. And you can see right, there's a line, and that's west that I'm pointing the camera right now, and you can see the bales, and then this is headed south, and then I'll keep turning the tractor, and then this is to the east, and you can see how few bales there are on this part. Now on the far side, and there's a spot, there's a hole in there where there's 3 bales further, and there's a gap. That's where all the small squares were made. And then on the back over here, where it's more populous, that's where it's alfalfa, and the rest is straight grass. But you can see, oh, this corrugated field knocks your fillings up. You better slow down. Anyhow, you can see back there where it changed from straight alfalfa, or alfalfa grass mixed to straight grass. So, but this straight grass, I mean, it's just gorgeous hay. It just didn't yield. It was so hot that even with the irrigation, I mean, grass does not like, you know, high 30s, high 90s, you know, 30 Celsius, high 30 Celsius, high 90s Fahrenheit. Grass doesn't like that. It likes it cooler. At least it does around here anyway. So, anyhow, as you can see, there's a pile from the last bale I tied there. I should have stopped, but when you get to the thin stuff and there's only what you consider 10 bales left, and you go, I'm not driving back here for 10 bales. Just keep baling. So, anyhow, gonna drive this rig home, and either in the morning we'll be chopping corn silage, or else I'll be cutting third cut. So, I'd like to get my third cut knocked down. I wanted to do it a week ago, and everyone's starting to think that I'm a major procrastinator because I just keep talking about it, but don't ever to get it done. So, anyhow, gonna, like I said, the custom chopper is gonna come in the morning and do a sample load, and then we'll see what the moistures are. I think the guy's got, I can't remember how many thousand acres of corn to chop, so, but he's a friend of ours, so if ours is close to being able to do it, then he'll do ours first before he starts all the feedlots that he has. So, anyhow, you can see the alkali there, and you can understand why that's not farmed, eh? That's the seepage from that main canal there ruined that land. And there's a drain ditch through. That's why my friend's got only farms part of it. And then, like I said, this is a different guy owner here, but this barley here, this stubble, he swapped it and combined it, but there's nothing there. The heads were empty, and they were on, and then there's big patches where it was only 10 inches tall because it's dry land. And then over on the irrigation, he did get a yield, but anything on the dry land, it went just through the combine, blew out the other end. So, anyhow, give you a little view on the drive, I guess. Anyhow, this is a road allowance I'm on, but so I'm allowed to drive on it, but I know the guy that owns all this land too. He's a friend of mine too. He's a big farmer. Well, for us, he's a big farmer. He's got 70,000 acres of irrigation. We used to be organic, but they got harder to deal with on the organic market. The last time they did an inspection, they didn't want him to have treated fence posts. But he puts up lots of grain bags. Grows some ancient grain, and because it has a hull on it, and so it'll yield like 200 some bushel to the acre because it has a hull, and then he bags all that. But this is all barley that's bagged here, so good stretch on those things. They're pretty rippled. But he gets his money's worth. I think they had a problem there. A little too hard. But this guy that owns this land, he buys marginal land, and he owns half a dozen high hoes and a bunch of rock pickers, and then they go in and they break all the grass, put pivots on, and then they pick all the rock, and then they farm it. So anyhow, you're probably getting tired of this already because my videos don't change too much. Baling. Seems like I've been doing all summer, but like I said, I don't bale very much, so I wouldn't mind baling a lot more than I do. I know the cows sure would like it, but I did, so oh well. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. So take care and have a great day.